Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, at this time, help me welcome out Dave the Bullet Smith.
Oh, thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Nick. Wow, what great company I'm in. What a bunch of daredevils. Fort Myers, are you guys having a good time so far? All right. Well, we're going to try and keep it up. And we're going to point it up. We're going to fire off a human cannon. Would you guys like to see that? All right. Well, you can all see this 35-foot gun I'm standing on right now. This is actually handcrafted, designed, and built by my family. This is cannon number 9. And we built this one with one thing in mind. And that was to break world records for the longest and the highest human cannonball shots of all time. We're going to do that tonight by pointing this cannon barrel up to 50 degrees for launch. Now once a cannon is into firing position, I'm going to slide downside to the very bottom of this 35-foot gun and prepare myself for a blast that will fire me from 0 to over 60 miles per hour in the first 1/5 of a second. 10 times the force of gravity when the cannon fires. By the time my eyes and my mind register that the cannon has gone off, I expect to be about 25 feet out of the barrel on my way up to a top height of right about 70 feet high. Now at the top of the cannon shot, I'm going to spot my target, hope to do a full somersault to land safely inside of that red landing net. Now that netting is the only thing between myself and a very, very rough night here at Hertz Arena. So right now, I'm going to take one last trip down to the landing net. And while I do that, what do you guys say we fire up the cannon and get it ready for launch? Are you guys ready, Fort Myers? And then here we go, guys. It's cannonball time.
All right, Fort Myers, Florida. We are growing closer and closer to blast off. That's right. In just a few short moments, Dave the Bullet Smith will attempt to be fired from the mighty cannon here at Nick Walenda's Daredevil Rally. Now, Dave the Bullet Smith, along with his safety crew, are making their final preparations down at the landing site. Once they feel everything is A-OK on that side, we will then once again return to the mighty cannon. At that time, they will raise the barrel of the cannon to approximately 50 degrees. Once they get the barrel raised to 50 degrees, he will make his way on out to the end of that barrel. He will give one final sight check at the landing area. He will one more time address each and every one of you. At that time, I will need all the people here in Fort Myers, Florida at Nick Walenda's Daredevil Rally to give him a nice, warm send-off. At that time, you will enter the barrel of the mighty cannon. I will need each and every one of you, once I am given the go-ahead from his safety crew, to help me count down from 10 to 0. When we hit 0, that is when Dave the Bullet Smith will be blasted from the mighty cannon. He will travel at speeds excess of 16 miles an hour. He will be reaching heights of over 70 feet above the safety of the ground, traveling over 160 feet in distance. And he is doing it for one reason and one reason only, and that is to entertain the fine people of Fort Myers, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you truly have to see it to believe it. It has been deemed the 8th wonder of the world, and we are thrilled to have the greatest of all times here at Nick Walenda's Daredevil Rally. Dave at this time is making his final safety check with the landing apparatus. He has now once again returned to the mighty cannon. He is going to take one final sight check. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as he climbs aboard Fort Myers, Florida, let's get him fired up. Make some noise for Dave the Bullet Smith. Oh, you guys are in for a real treat. This is where things get a little more dangerous. They get a little more exciting and they get a little more scary. They will begin to raise that barrel as I speak to 50 degrees. He is making his way on out to the end of the mighty cannon. He will make that final sight check. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, once he looks up to the crowd, that is when we are going to have to show him some encouragement. Once he enters the barrel, we will stand by for countdown. Once we are given the go-ahead, I will need each and every one of you to help me count down from 10 to 0, nice and loud, to ensure that Dame the Bullet Smith can be properly prepared for impact inside the mighty cannon. Judging the win here today, checking the sight line, Fort Myers, Florida. What do you think? Let's show him some encouragement. Make some noise for Dame the Bullet Smith. Godspeed, brother. Now, once he enters that cannon and we do the countdown, that is when he will be fired from the cannon, traveling at speeds excess of 16 miles an hour, experiencing upwards of 7 G's of force, reaching heights of over 70 feet above the safety of the ground, traveling with impacts of G-force of 7 G's. That is comparable to when a fighter jet pilot feels at full thrust. And I have just been given the go-ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, help me count down nice and loud. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! And he has made it. Fort Myers, Florida. Dave has logged over 8,000 shots, and you have just witnessed another successful one here